investigators, been investigating for years, and this place, now the old bank house in Wombwell, Barnsley, is a haunted house. And up here where we are is our collection of weird and wonderful things. I myself go out investigating most nights. Nettie, you go...
I join Linzi. We're separate entities when we're at ghost hunting and paranormal investigations. Linzi's ParaQuest. But the bank house, we're together, if that makes sense. So we've got lots of plans and ideas of what we can do here. We are going to be having some coffee mornings, open days. We are planning on having what we would like, the tea room, but only a couple of days a week. So tea room with a difference, just tea, cake, buns, things like that. And we do come in here ghost hunting and doing lives. Our ghost hunting is always live, always.
We are as well having open days, you know, towards half term and things like that. More so that we can invite people along, and children as well, who may be a little bit afraid of the paranormal, may not properly understand, and we can sort of explain to them, like, you know, it's not like what you see on TV, far from it, and get rid of some myths and things like that that could be attached to it, because I think, yeah, everybody's very curious at paranormal, and we can explain to them, you know, it's not like that, it's not like you see, and also come and hold a real haunted item if you like. Now, she is world famous, this woman. Out of every single thing I own, this is my absolute favourite. Now I know it might sound weird to someone who doesn't believe or hasn't watched, but this doll is known as the world's most foul mouth or potty mouth, potty mouth doll. When we're investigating, we have one of the EVPs. That's a bit like a recording. What we do, use spirit box, use apps and things like that. Swear words will come out. Obviously I can't say them, but we've had the F word, we've had B word, we've had the C word, we've had every single swear word you can imagine coming from this doll over the years. Oh, before we got this, black shadows were reported to cross. I mean, as you can just see when I've come in and we opened the door, I always switched the lights off, I always closed the doors. When we've come to the bottom stairs, the light was on up here, the door was opened. Right, we've heard bangings, which we do, you've witnessed it, there's no one else in the building, there's no one else around. I've witnessed things thrown down those stairs at me when we're again live streaming. The other week, like I've just told you, one of these models here, actually this one here, and they are blood tacked together, so in theory they shouldn't particularly fall. If they're going to fall, they just, but that one was over here, down, face down, not a single thing on here else moved. Now these aren't fastened down. In theory it should just fell, probably banged and fallen and knocked something else with it. It didn't. But at the time I found out, I heard a bang, bang, bang up here. It was night, no one else in. So anyway, I put it back up, just thought, is it just natural? But when I think about it, it is strange because something else, it should have hit something else, but why would it end up there and not here? And then that evening, again, I was investigating, and I was on my own, I was filming live, and my iPad come flying off the table. Okay, I was in front of the camera, you know, it wasn't me. And then I said, okay, Spirit, if you're here, can you do something else? And my EVP went off the table, which is the only time I've ever had anything like that happen here. But when we go downstairs, I'll show you something else interesting I found. So is it, you know, another spirits that come, because as you can see, we have a lot of items here, so there is a lot of energies here, you know, and we're always bringing new things in. Now, we're not saying every single thing in this museum is haunted, but there is a lot of energies, and there's some pretty dark stuff here as well. There seems to be a few spirits that reside here. Bear in mind, this place goes back to 1888. And it was a Victorian dwelling, it was a bank, so that's why we call it the bank house. So there has been a lot of people here in this place, and obviously back in the day there would have been babies born here and people obviously pass here, but there does seem to be a figure of a gentleman here that is very angry, sits in the parlour downstairs, seems to be in one corner. We call him Mr. Banker, don't we? Whether he's the banker, we don't know. And there is a nanny figure as well called Agnes. We ask her name, Agnes comes through. And also there is child spirit here. I think a little boy and a girl, definitely a girl by the name of Fiona. She likes to have chocolate. I know it sounds crazy to anybody who wouldn't believe, but it is what it is.